Good morning. It's Good News Friday. Maybe you observed this. When some people have problems, they don't keep the cool. They get nervous. They don't look for the real cause of the problem and solve it. They make more mistakes. And this gets them into even more serious problems. This is quite common, I think. So I have 3 examples of this. Justin Trudeau, the Liberal Party of Sweden, and the UK government. Justin Trudeau, he talked to the press about this Canadian scandal, and he said he wished former Attorney General Jody Wilson-Raybould had approached him with her concerns about the SNC Lavalin case, but she didn't. You know, I think you're lying, Justin. Right. And then he was asked this question from a reporter: Prime Minister, are you apologizing today? He didn't. He did not apologize. And some might think that this is a very tactical, smart move, not to apologize. But it is a serious matter, and he should be responsible. There are 2 guys who resigned, because of this. And he's sort of out of it. Who is buying this? I don't think people buy this. So, people will have a hard time trusting Justin Trudeau. I would love Justin Trudeau to go. Yes. And it looks good, yes. So people will have a hard time trusting him. Even his fans, they will start to doubt him. He should have apologized. Another mistake. The Liberal Party of Sweden, they are having serious problems. They did very poorly in the election in September. And then after the election, they did another mistake. They switched sides and supported the Socialists and the Greens into forming a government, to avoid giving the nationalists any influence. Another mistake. So what happened? They totally crashed after this. And now in the polls they have about 3%, so they are almost extinct. Yeah, I'm very happy about this. I don't like this party at all. So this is very good. And now they are having more problems. Not surprised at all. So there are 2 female MPs. This is all over the news right now in Sweden. These female MPs in the Liberal Party has been acting immorally, to say the least. And one of them is quite famous. She's an EU MP, Cecilia Wickstrom. She's been working in Brussels. And meanwhile, she's been a trustee in 2 major companies. So there's a conflict of interest. And now her friends in the Liberal Party, they don't want her to go back to Brussels. You see? And by the way, the Liberal Party may lose enough so that they will not be able to send anyone to Brussels. That's how bad they are doing. Good, yes. The UK government, well, I think this is good news. It's also bad news. It is for Tommy Robinson. Now, the UK government have problems, of course. It's fascinating to witness what's going on in the UK right now. Yeah. But I think it's a good development. Something can really happen in the UK. Yeah, a big change can happen, and I think it will happen. Yeah. Yes, they have problems with the UK leaving the EU. No. It's a mess. So, and now they decided to take Tommy Robinson to court again on these ridiculous charges. And of course, I feel very bad about Tommy Robinson having to endure this bullshit. But then it is a big mistake. the Attorney General Geoffrey Cox concluded there are strong grounds to bring new proceedings against Tommy Robinson. This will happen in London on the 22nd of March. Yeah. So they banned him on, well, the establishment banned him on Facebook, Instagram, and now this. Well, he's a voice, that's the thing. He's a voice for millions. And all these people will not vanish. They can't take them all to court. It's a lot of people supporting him. And that's why this is a serious mistake. It's also a ridiculous case. So it's so obvious to anyone who look into this that this is so silly. And it's just a punishment, an attempt to silence Tommy Robinson. People realize this. And I remember when he was taken to court the last time, there were these fantastic rallies outside the courthouse. Something is cooking in the UK, to say the least. And this will, of course, add to it. I don't see how the British government can survive this 2019. It's very tough. And I like it. Yeah, we need something to happen. It needs to happen in the UK, I think. The UK has this role, this job of leading Europe to freedom. That's what I think. Okay. So, finally some bad news for Al Gore and his aggressive friends. This is really bad news for these guys. I don't think that mainstream media will cover this data, so we need to do it. There's a new NASA study says that there's an increase in Antarctic snow accumulation. It's been going on for a long time, and this is currently adding enough ice, so Antarctica is growing. According to NASA, this research challenges the conclusions of other studies, including the IPCC study from 2013, which says that Antarctica is overall losing land ice. It isn't. So there you go, Al Gore, you clown, and all you guys who shout and scream. So, there it is. I wish you a great weekend.